Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
A long-awaited trial is finally underway. Cason Allison is facing a murder charge in the deadly stabbing of Joe Ramirez at Belton High School, a violent act that stunned the community nearly 3 years ago. 5 state witnesses took the stand yesterday as prosecutors laid out their case against Cason Allison. Jurors listened to multiple 911 calls and watched surveillance video showing students running from the school bathroom where the stabbing happened. One teacher described Ramirez bleeding heavily before collapsing in the hallway. The school nurse recalled finding a deep wound in his chest. Allison's defense claims he was attacked and acted in self-defense. Testimony will continue this morning. So, Sean, do we have a little bit of changes today, or what are we looking at in terms of weather?
Oh, yeah, big change today. Not really outside right now, believe it or not, outside of the shifting of the wind direction. But thanks to a cold front that passed its way through during the late afternoon and evening hours yesterday, we are a little bit warmer because, you know, why not? We are going to be a little bit cooler later on this afternoon, that is for sure. But temperatures currently are mostly in the mid to upper 60s, a few lower 60s stretching from Meridian down towards Gulfway. And even though we do have a decent amount of cloudiness overhead right now, there is still some more time for our temperatures to drop before sunrise today. Morning clouds with maybe a stray sprinkle out the door, mostly mid 60s for many of us, some of us a little cooler, a little warmer, but we'll all feel the temperature drop this afternoon as highs struggle to even reach 80 degrees. Only a few of them out there today.
Take me out to the ball game. Hey, it's baseball week right here on the Zack Owen Show, live from the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. And I got him. Yes, this is him right here, the big Double B. Anybody ever call you Double B?
Billy B.
Yeah.
Brew,
Yeah.
Double B maybe. B squared.
B squared. I like that. Billy Brewer is here with me. We're going to talk baseball, and we're going to kind of maybe get back at Todd Haney from yesterday, kind of wearing Billy out a little bit on the TV show. So the ball's in your court today, Billy. We're talking baseball, everything you can imagine. But before we get into baseball and throw some curves and some fastballs, we're going to kick it off the way we do every morning with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glares upon bursting in air gave birth to the night
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, where they're getting all geared up for a big weekend of music here. We'll try to get Chris or Brian or one of the guys on to talk about who's up this weekend at the Backyard later on. Big thanks to Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group, our major sponsor here of the Zack Owen Show. Thank you to Be Kind Coffee providing our coffee. They're located down on Washington Avenue. Stop on by. They're open until 6 o'clock tonight. Got great pastries. They make their own bagels down there, which is pretty hard thing to make a good bagel if you do it the right way, and they've got good ones down there at Be Kind Coffee. Also, I want to welcome two brand new sponsors on the show. Jack of All Trades Employment Services. If you need a job, call JOAT. And also, my friends, I tell you, these guys, they called me the other day and they said, we really want to be on your show. And I said, well, here's how you get on it. And boom, they jumped all over it. Mike's Car Care, auto repair and service, located on Sanger Avenue here in Waco. Big thanks to Mike's Car Care. You got a problem, and I'm going to talk about what happened to me yesterday with my car, but in a little while. But we're here to talk baseball. It's baseball week. Yesterday, Todd Haney was here, and I got to kick it off with what Todd said. I asked Todd yesterday, I said, as he fashioned himself as a hitter that he could get on base. He wasn't a big home run hitter, he said, but he said, I can get on base. And I said, well, is there one pitcher that you feared that you didn't want to go? And you said Pedro Martinez?
Pedro Martinez.
I think that's what he said. And then I said, is there one pitcher out there that you love to go up against? Because you know you're going to wear him out. And guess who he said? Left-hander Billy Brewer. Is that true, what he said?
You know what? I mean, I knew he was here yesterday because, you know, of course, the show, but when I got here, I had to raise the mic up about 6 inches. Yeah, he was a pretty good little hitter. I mean, Todd was pretty good. I mean, he could get on base, but, you know, it seemed like every time that I would pitch against their team, he would always duck me. He would never be in the lineup, and I couldn't understand that until
Coach, take me out.
I mean, I really thought I was second in line to Pedro on the most feared list for Todd because he never would be in the lineup whenever I'd face him.
I can see that. So Billy's with us this morning, and if you recognize him, he was here a few weeks ago talking about the Storm, the big event.
Yes, sir.
That you did. Let's get a recap of that before we jump into baseball. How'd it go?
Well, you know, it went awesome. I mean, we probably had about 400 people there. It was great catered event with, you know, all you could drink, and we had some, you know, auction items, live auction, silent auction. It was a big fundraiser for our kids in our program. We raised a lot of money for those kids. We try to give back. It's an expensive sport to play. I mean, this select baseball stuff is no joke anymore.
Yeah.
And tournaments are high, uniform cost is high, travel is high. So we try to give back to our parents as much as we can. And it went well. We had a great night.
Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that you raised money because we talked about it when you were here that it is expensive, and some families just can't provide that kind of financing to help the kids, and that's a good deal that y'all do.
Well, you know, like I said, I mean, there are some unfortunate kids that are out there that just can't, you know, really afford to play, but they need to play because they're pretty stinking good. So, you know, when, you know, Backyard was a big sponsor of ours, which was awesome. They helped us out a bunch. You know, we had a lot of other people. Cat Townsend, you know, realtor, you know, sponsored us and did a lot of good things. The food from DeCampini's was really good. So we had a lot of people that pitched in. And you know, when you give with a good heart, good things are going to happen.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's great that came off big time for the kiddos. All right, Billy's here to talk about baseball. Billy played with the Kansas City Royals. What year?
93 to 93, 94, 95.
With the Kansas City Royals. Back when you were there, how was that? Those 2 or 3 years. How was the team? What was the vibe in Kansas City those years?
Well, my first year in 93, we kind of were rebuilding. And, you know, George Brett's last year was my rookie year. And it was I got to play with him for one season, and it was unbelievable. I mean, the man was arguably one of the best hitters in baseball of all
yeah.
time. You know, he was unbelievable, but his demeanor, his presence was just unbelievable. And then 94 was an amazing season. We were, I think, second or third in the playoff race to make the playoffs, and then we had the strike, and the strike of 94 was a booger. That was the first year and the only year we haven't had a World Series.
Wow.
You know, I think last time we were here, I talked about some dark cloud following you around. I'm like, I mean, damn. One year I get to be in the big leagues, you know, and we don't get to have a World Series. And you know, I was an alternate for the All-Star team that year as a reliever, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then 95 was my last year. They kind of cleaned house in 95, and they brought in Bob Boone to be the manager, and they let Hal McRae go, which I think was just a huge mistake, and so did everybody else. They traded away a lot of good players. We just couldn't understand it, but it's just the way it happened. Just the way it happened.
Right. How is the atmosphere in Kansas City, though? So where they have good fans, stadium. How is the stadium? All that. Got to give us inside.
Man, I tell you what, the Kauffman Stadium has always been one of the most beautiful stadiums out there. The way that they have things set up, and you know, the actual field. You know, when I was there my rookie year, it was turf, and then they changed it to grass, made it even better. You know, you have the fountains in the outfield, the big scoreboard, the crown. The fans are blue collar, which is awesome. It's not like going to New York, Detroit, you know, places like that where you know they hate you all the time, whether you do good or bad. I mean, you're a bum, you know. I mean, they know everything. They know more about your mother in New York than you know about your mother. So that's pretty tough. But Kansas City was awesome, man. I mean, Kansas City was a great place to play. I mean, you would go out in the city, you'd be a part of the city. It wasn't just you were a player.
Right.
I mean, you know, we would do a lot of things with the schools and go out and have dinners with families and things of that nature. So it was kind of a big family there, which was really kind of cool.
Oh, yeah. That makes a world of difference. And you brought up the Yankees, played with the New York Yankees. Mm-hmm. And that's, you know, probably every kid that is a young kid wanting to play baseball. You think about pinstripes and the Yankees. Tell us about that experience.
Well, my dream team was the Dodgers. That was my dream team. When I was growing up, you know. Sure. Sandy Koufax, and you know, I mean, it's just Bert Hooton. You know, those guys are just awesome, right? So for me, being traded to the Yankees was kind of bittersweet, you know, because you know I knew that I was going to a World Series contender. In '96, when I went, we won the World Series. So I did not make the playoff roster. I was kind of one of those just-in-case guys. Well, we're going to get him just in case our number one guy goes down, and then we can bring him up. And it was kind of a roller coaster ride for me in New York. Like I said, the atmosphere was championship atmosphere. Nothing else matters there. And it shows. I mean, the fans is what it is. They're pretty brutal.
Right.
But they demand a lot, which they should. I mean, the fans should be able to demand a lot when players are getting paid what they're getting paid.
Right.
They can do it in a nicer way, but the demand should be there.
I know this is a crazy question because I've never been a pitcher, whether it be in kids, you know. Well, I did play little kid baseball, but anyway, was there a big difference between standing on the mound in Kansas City and standing on the mound in New York? Was it just a different feeling? Because you were saying at one it was grass, and one, I mean, was it a different feel, or do they all feel the same? Every stadium you play in.
What's funny is my rookie year, you know, I was experiencing all of the different ballparks, right, for the first time. So that year, when you first went to the ballpark, yes, the feeling was different when you go to Kansas City or Anaheim or New York or wherever you go. When you walk into the stadium for the first time, yes, the atmosphere is different. Once you get on the mound, it's just baseball.
It's baseball.
There's a great movie out, a baseball movie called For the Love of the Game. Kevin Costner's a star in it, and he's actually pitching for the Detroit Tigers, and he's at New York, and he says lock in the mechanism, and his whole focus goes to this little round tube, that you're focused. That's kind of what it is. You don't see them. You don't hear them. When I'm talking about hearing the fans, it's when you're taking batting practice and you're shagging balls, and they're throwing beer cans at you, or you're coming out of the stadium and they're letting you have it. I'm not talking about when you're on the field, you don't hear them.
Yeah.
You don't hear them.
So great stories. We got more to talk about. A lot of baseball stories with Billy Brewer this morning here on the Zack Owen Show. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back and talk more right after this.
Just use Amp Pace.
InMotion is more than just Vation. From supplying electric vehicle parts like motors and inverters since the 1960s to creating cutting-edge electric scooters, hoverboards, and unicycles, InMotion is shaping the future of mobility. Whether you're looking for industrial power solutions or accessible personal transport, InMotion has you covered. Explore our products and experience the future of movement. Visit store.inmotionworld.com today.
Is your Mac running slow? Mac Booster 8 is your all-in-one solution to clean up 20 types of junk files, remove malware and viruses, and protect your device. It also optimizes your Mac's hard disk, fixes disk permission issues, and cleans memory, all to boost your Mac's performance to the max. Get your Mac running like new again with Mac Booster 8. Visit macboost.net today.
Finding a sleep sack that my baby likes has been a struggle. The sleep sack from Joy is a major upgrade.
It is all-natural eucalyptus, which is breathable and hypoallergenic, which is really great for your baby's sensitive skin.
And it's made with Climatech, which regulates your baby's temperature.
You can also get Joy's crib sheets, which are made of the same super soft material.
Joy gave my baby comfort
and gave me peace of mind.
At Mapiful, we believe in celebrating your journey, past, present, and future. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence, elevate creativity, and honor what matters most. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapiful.com and start celebrating your story today.
Maud Lily is your go-to for stylish and affordable fashion that fit perfect swimsuit for a beach day, a chic dress for a night out, or cozy tops for everyday wear. Maud Lily has it all. Their extensive collection of swimwear, including bikinis, tankinis, and one-pieces, always keeps you on trend, while their dresses and tops come in flattering styles for every occasion. Visit maudlily.com today.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. It's the first FDA-cleared birth control app. No hormones, no side effects, and 93% effective with typical use, and 98% effective with perfect use. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
A house is a property, but we live in homes. Home sweet home. Homes where the heart is. Home. There's no place like it. Homes are filled with memories and emotions. OfferPad knows this is your home, not your house. That's why we do what we do. Every day, we aim to deliver the best home buying and selling experience so you can spend less time real estating and more time living.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Really interested. Hey, back live at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. Billy Brewer, one-time Major League Baseball player, now professional spoon player. You'll see him this Sunday here at the Backyard. Now, are you musically inclined at all?
Man, I wish I would have been. I probably would have much rather been in Motley Crue than been a Major League Baseball player. I'm just letting you know. I mean, truly, I would have loved that.
Oh, that would have been crazy, wouldn't it?
I've been watching those specials on.
You may not be alive today, but
I swear, I don't know how those guys still are alive.
Speaking of that, we'll talk about being alive and some crazy stories about Major League Baseball. So we made it through the Yankees, but I do want to ask you, because the picture of a guy standing outside and you see all this stuff about the Yankees and the championships and the players, it's like anything you would want, they would give it to you. In other words, you want a hamburger? No, we're going to give you a steak. You want this? No, we're going to give you this. Was it a top echelon, like everything was the best during your time with the Yankees?
You know, yes and no. I mean, it's kind of funny when you're at that level and you're in the big leagues, everything gets given to you anyway. When you're in the minor leagues, when you need it, they don't really give you anything. You're scrounging around $800 a month.
Yeah.
And you get to the big leagues, you're making 6-7 figures, and they're handing you stuff like you're talking about.
Yeah.
But the nostalgia of Yankee Stadium, and I played in the old Yankee Stadium. I didn't play in the new one. I played in the old one. And, of course, when you go out, you've got to look at the plaques out there with all the players of Babe Ruth and Yogi Berra and all those guys out there. And it's unbelievable that you are on the same field that Babe Ruth played on. Yeah. The greatest baseball player of all time. You are on the same field, which when you start putting things in that context, you're pretty stinking lucky to get to play on that field.
Yeah.
So it was pretty awesome.
It's interesting because yesterday, and I was going to ask the question, but you just answered it.
Yeah.
I asked Todd, who's the greatest ball player ever, and he said Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
He said Mickey Mantle up there too.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a consensus with everybody that even this day and age, people still look at Babe Ruth at being the greatest baseball player of all time because of what he has done.
Yeah. All right, so we go from the Yankees and we go to the Oakland A's. That was a difference, one coast to the other coast.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about your experience there with athletics.
Well, this was probably the most tumultuous time that I had in the big leagues.
Right.
I got there, made the team out of spring training, kind of struggled at the beginning, couldn't really find my place on the team. It was kind of weird. Still to this day, I really don't like the West Coast. I just don't like that atmosphere. Everybody says, laid back and it's all cool and all this stuff. No. Midwest is way more laid back than the West Coast.
As I call it, the left coast.
Oh, God. I didn't know all about that crap till, just recently, But growing up a little bit more, I understand that.
Yeah.
But it was a very tumultuous time, like I said, because I just couldn't find my way. Then I ended up getting hurt for the first time in my career. I had some bone chips or some nerve stuff going on, and then Billy Beane was the GM there.
We talked about that last time because of the movie. I asked about him, and you didn't have a lot of good things to say.
I won't say anything. Well, yeah, I will.
Okay,
I'll
go
ahead
ahead.
and say it.
Hey, this is my show.
I never did like Billy Beane. I mean, he was one of the guys where you don't have to like everybody you're around. I just didn't really like him. And me being the person that I am, I don't know when to keep my mouth shut half the time. So I'd said some things I probably couldn't or shouldn't. And, Billy Beane and I almost went to blows, and it was not good. And when you question a man's character, that's when you draw the line. And he questioned my character and said that I was faking my injury. And that's when I lost it and kind of went over too far. Yeah. So they released me.
Yeah.
And that was my stay in Oakland.
In that movie, and we talked about the movie a little bit. In the movie, I remember, and there was a segment inside the locker room, and one of the ball players said, I've never been around a general manager that dealt directly with players so much. Was he different than other general managers at other stops along the way?
Very much so. That was a very good depiction of who he was. And there's a problem with that. You have a manager, and he was really on the other end. And if you want to know the truth, when you watch Moneyball, he was a direct reflection. His job was a direct reflection of what intelligent people actually did for him. It wasn't what he did, but that's just my opinion.
Right. Right.
I could go on and on about that guy. I really don't want to. I'm sorry. I got off on a tangent. I told you.
No, that's great. That's what I want. I love it.
Yeah, I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, he had some smart people around him when they developed that Moneyball thing.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And he's lucky it worked.
So go back to Kansas City and to New York. Did you ever see the general manager compared?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the general manager, but they were usually in the manager's office. And the one thing you didn't want to see was the general manager's
office.
Yeah, you didn't want to get called in there. I got called in there a couple of times, and it's not really a lot of fun because you either know that, hey, you're being pushed back or you're getting sent down, and that's not really where you want to be.
Yeah.
So it's not fun.
Wow. Talking with Billy Brewer here. It's baseball week here on the Zack Owen Show, brought to you by Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group, and by Be Kind Coffee on Washington Avenue. My friend Nashville Cat, she's up next. Stick around.
Today's edition of Nashville Cat on the Zack Owen Show Live is brought to you by Be Kind Coffee. Be Kind Coffee's ultimate goal is to promote kindness. 1534 Washington Avenue. Sit down and stay a while. Be Kind Coffee is open Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. BeKindCoffeeCrew.com.
Thomas Rhett was at Christian singer Forrest Frank's concert in Nashville last night, and making a surprise visit on stage to sing the tune they recorded, Thomas fell and hurt his left ankle. After the song, he was taken to the car in a wheelchair, and Thomas will be on crutches for a while. Last weekend at a show in Arlington, Texas, Riley Green sang with Ella Langley and changed the lyrics of You Look Like You Love Me, singing She Was the Prettiest Thing I'd Ever Seen with Bangs and Boots. Fans think they're still dating. Riley says they're just friends. Finally, Carrie Underwood now holds the record for the longest-running Vegas residency of any solo female country artist. She did 72 shows for over 300,000 fans. I'm Nashville Cat on the Zack Owen Show.
Back live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Billy Brewer is my guest this morning. Okay, we've talked about the Royals, the Yankees, Oakland. To me, Oakland sounds like the minute you got traded over to Oakland was the minute you decided you wanted out of Oakland.
It didn't take long. It did not take long to want to get to a different.
Yeah. How were the fans? I asked you about the fans and the stadium.
There weren't any.
I was going to say Oakland just went nobody.
Yeah. There was nobody at the games. I mean, opening day, it was packed. Pitched opening day, it was great. I mean, I wasn't the starter. I was a reliever.
Yeah.
We got the pitch opening day, did fine. It was great. After that, I mean, it was crickets. I mean, there wasn't anybody there.
Man.
And it was by far, without a doubt, the worst stadium to play in. We talked about earlier about the feel.
Yeah.
It was the worst stadium to play in. And I played in old Detroit Tigers when we had the submarine bullpens, and I played in the old stadiums.
Yeah, you said the old Yankee Stadium.
That's right. So, and the facilities were just, and I can't believe they actually had an NFL team that played at the same time there. Just amazing to me. But it just wasn't wasn't a popular time in my life. I'll put it that way.
Did you actually have to live there? Did you live there?
Yes.
Yes. How was that?
Just wasn't a good time in my life, Zach. I mean, you're asking me.
How many times can I ask him? Oakland sucked.
It did. It was awful. It was awful. The traffic, the commute you had to make. I mean, you had to get outside of Oakland to be able to live in somewhere decent. And so it was taking you an hour to get to the ballpark every day.
So
It's just
this
tough.
right here, exactly what Billy is saying. That's why both the NFL and the Major League Baseball team have left Oakland. That's
And
it.
there you have it.
Can you imagine?
In a nutshell.
And this is not anything on. I wasn't going to bring this up because it's not a topic of mine. But could you imagine playing in Las Vegas?
Oh no, Zach, that is not a good idea.
A professional athlete in Las Vegas. I that would be tough.
Well, it's no secret around all my friends and everybody that knows me that I do like to gamble.
Yeah,
quite
I
a
do
bit.
too.
It's a lot of fun going to the casinos, and I think it's the rush and all that stuff.
Sure.
So being
a young man
making that
playing
kind
there,
of money, goodness gracious. I mean, you better take every check and send it to your financial advisor and say, do not give me anything, because if you're in Vegas,
you imagine
oh my
that?
gosh, that'd be a train wreck. It just would be to me. I mean, I would just be, you better have, I don't know. I don't have the wherewithal. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But,
couldn't either.
I mean, maybe other people can. I don't see it because I know the mentality of a professional athlete.
Yeah.
And we have extreme, when we do something, the reason we got there is because when we do something, we go all in. We don't just stick our toe in.
Yeah.
So we're all in, and I'm sure that you can go all in at a casino.
I just, that would be a crazy deal right there.
Yeah.
All right, let's move along here.
Okay.
We're going to the Phillies. So
Yes,
you
sir.
jumped to a different league and different location. Tell us about playing for the Phillies.
You know what's funny? There's such a difference between Philadelphia Phillies fans and New York fans, and they're both in the Northeast.
Yeah.
You know, it's really kind of strange. Phillies fans are passionate. I mean, you see them with the Philadelphia Eagles.
With the
you know?
Eagles, yeah.
Right. So they're passionate, but they'll also acknowledge good versus bad. I mean, they can also understand that. But being there, cool stadium, good teammates. I got to play with Kurt Schilling, Mike Lieberthal, Lenny Dykstra. You know, that's when he was hurt. Greg Jeffries was there. So I got to play some really good players. And it was an awesome time for me. Terry Francona was our manager, and, you know, he's now with the Indians. But Tito, that's his nickname, he just was an unbelievable manager. He was a player's manager and had a great coaching staff. It was a great experience for me. Just unfortunately, you know, the injury bug caught up with me there.
Right.
Ended up my first year in Philadelphia, had a great season, came back. Second year, ended up having Tommy John. I blew out my elbow, and then just kind of from there, it was a struggle. You know, but I spent 3 years there. You know, I came back after my surgery and pitched the next year, and but just never was the same after injury. But Philadelphia was – my daughter was born in Voorhees, New Jersey. So, I mean, it's kind of a cool deal there. And, you know, she was born in '97 there. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
You know, it's a special place for me. It's an awesome experience there in Philadelphia. I can't say enough about it. It was a lot like Kansas City. Just a tiny bit dirtier, but I mean, it was a lot like, you know, Kansas City.
Yeah. I think I've been to Philadelphia once. I was I think we were in Baltimore or somewhere on vacation, bouncing around. And the cool thing about up there that we don't have here is jump on a train and go anywhere. And we jumped on the train and we went to Philadelphia, and I got to run up the steps and play like I'm Rocky. You know.
That was a cool experience. I did not run up the steps.
Well,
I walked up the steps.
I'm going to take it back. I probably ran up 3 or 4 of them.
But getting up there and standing in the footprints is pretty neat. Seeing the Liberty Bell,
all
that
Liberty
kind of stuff.
Bell.
There was some good times, good experiences there. When they talk about the cheesesteaks there, they're not lying. Best in the world. And like I said, fans are terrific. They appreciated. You know, they appreciated you even when you were really bad. They tried to lift you up a little bit until you got really bad, and then they would let you have it. But you know, we weren't like they are now either. We weren't always in the playoff hunt, which makes a difference.
is it the Philadelphia Eagles where they even booed Santa Claus? That was the old.
I think they threw batteries at him there. I know they threw batteries at the Cowboys players and snowballs and stuff.
God, yeah. Big rivalry there.
Yeah.
All right, so we're talking with Billy about Major League Baseball. Did you ever have, like, I don't know what you would call it, like something you did, like ball players want step on the line, something that maybe you did this before you pitched or before every game. Anything like that?
A lot.
Really?
A lot. I mean, it started in the morning. I put my deodorant on the same way every day. The same amount of strokes every day.
Start with the left.
Left.
Right, yeah.
Yes, sir. Left and go to the right. I still do it today. Left to go to the right.
I do say.
I put the same leg in my
first
underwear and my pants
at
the same time. Same shoe goes on. Same time I get to the ballpark. You do the same routine. And that's if you're going well. If you're doing really well, then that's what you do. If you kind of mess up, then
it goes to hell. Then what do you change?
You put on a different pair of underwear to start with. So I mean, you do things differently, but when you're going good, you kind of keep the same. It's very superstitious. I never did walk on lines. Still to this day, coaching, I don't walk on lines. We don't warm up on the line. Just respect for the baseball field. There's a lot of different little, innuendos out there that you do, or little, what do you call them? The little synchronies or whatever
Sure.
Yeah, that you do on a baseball field that normal people just don't do. So there's a lot of, what's the word? I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but you know what I'm talking about.
All right, so.
Superstitions, that's it. Superstitions.
Yeah. In your years of pitching, and now that it's in the past, did you ever throw an illegal pitch, like you used a substance, whether it be grease or whatever they use? Did you ever do that?
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
I mean, you use the advantages. I mean, just like guys use pine tar. That's what I don't get today's game, because, I mean, back in the day, we weren't supposed to use any kind of tacky stuff, but guys did it. You remember, what was it?
Who was the guy that, it was all over.
Yeah, but there was one that came out to check him, and he pulled a fingernail file out the back. It was
right out of
Necro.
His back. Yeah, Phil Necro.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's things like that happen all the time. Hell, now today you got these torpedo bats. I mean, that shouldn't even be allowed.
We talked about that yesterday with Todd, and he said, it makes sense because the majority of the hits come from that area. Why not do it? He was in favor of it.
Well, of course he's a hitter. It's not, I mean, come on, anything. That's the problem with hitters right there. There it is. Anything to benefit them, to give them an edge against a pitcher. But, oh, no, let's not let a pitcher use a substance to get a better grip on the ball. All it's going to make the ball do is, it's going to get a little better grip and a little better spin. I mean, if you can't hit it, then it wouldn't matter what bat you're using.
Right. Right. All right, you heard it first this year.
I promise you, all pitchers will agree with me on that one.
Hey, Billy Brewer, my guest this morning. We're talking baseball, Major League Baseball. This morning, we've talked about the Royals, the Yankees, the A's, and the Phillies. We got some more things to talk about. Later on, 9 o'clock, our music today is going to be Dave Slonaker. Dave is going to be the musical guest. He'll start up just after 9.
more than just this petty foolish game. Nothing more than this pretense. Game of love still has me wrapped around its wrist, moving slowly to my grave. Whoa, please follow my lead, maybe just for a minute. We can have some unity. We need to redeem flesh and blood anytime. If this is broken, as we made our love. So take back all of your necessity. I can never use it. 'Cause all the little expectations only drag me down. Got to feel better way somehow. Knowing all these feelings come from deep within. Should I want more of the same? But I expect to make this love come to an end. Am I playing to the game? Whoa, please follow me, maybe just for a minute. We can have some unity. We need to redeem flesh and blood anytime. This is broken as we made of love.
Respawn is for.
His expectations try to control me. But there are good things in this world not worth this on. Not for one soul, but for the whole world. This is somebody been expecting something you can't control. We're not the makers of love. These are the cause. Giving up our love so that the earth staring like love has hope. Feels joy, love brings peace. 2,
Are you ready to take your real estate career to the next level? Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, Weicher Realtors, the Eastland Group, is the place for you. At Weicher, we provide cutting-edge technology, personalized coaching and training, proven systems to help you succeed, all in a positive, drama-free atmosphere. Our team is more than just a real estate brokerage. We're a family dedicated to growth, support, and real results. Call us today to schedule a meeting or visit theeastlandgroup.com to learn more.
Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com. That's CLEAN email.com. Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Combine that with OrganicHemp.com's top quality CBD for ultimate balance. Start your healing journey today at GlobalHealing.com and OrganicHemp.com. Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your taste. Experience the joy of surprises. Subscribe today at mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoAAALUSA.com and elevate your training today.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Hey, we're back live. We're just talking golf just for a bit. Now, yesterday, Todd swore up and down, Todd Haney, that head-to-head, he would just bury you on 18 holes. What do you think?
I mean, talk's cheap, honestly, because every time we've played, I've absolutely kicked his ass. That's just complete and utter truth. And so, I mean, throw the gauntlet down. I mean, he keeps wanting to, talk it. I mean, of course, when you, like I said, when you retire and all you got to do is play golf, you're going to get a little bit better.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's all right. Just he's got my phone number. He knows where to reach me.
This is this interview, Mike, is almost like a a wrestling SmackDown. 2 minutes. I'm going to get your brother. That's how, we ought to get both you guys out on the golf course and do a live show.
Oh my gosh,
that'd be crazy.
Well, It'll sell tickets because the way we talk to each other is
yeah.
Brothers from a different mother, I promise you. And all kidding aside, Todd is one of my best friends. We were great business partners. We worked together for almost 15 years and never had an argument.
Wow.
That's incredible, nowadays. So I do love him, but I'll still whoop him.
Yeah, there you go. You heard it first right here. Hey, today is Tuesday. Today is payday for a lot of people, April 15th. Today is tax day, by the way. Yes, I did say it's tax day. Got to put that in the mail. What is it, before midnight or something?
Before
like
midnight,
that?
yeah.
So tax day. National National Bunion Day. Why? I don't know. National Bunion Day. National Laundry Day. Who does all the laundry in your family?
Oh, my wife.
She takes care of it all?
Yes. She won't let me touch it.
Now, see, I do all the laundry in our house. I have a certain way I like doing it, and I enjoy, I'm not much of a folder, though.
You're a tosser?
I'm a tosser. National Glazed Spiral Ham Day. Now, you think that would be around Christmas?
No, Easter.
Or Easter?
It's Easter. It's coming this weekend.
Is it Easter?
Easter. Oh.
Okay, but I like a ham for Christmas. I like turkey for Thanksgiving, ham for...
That's good. That's
okay,
not bad.
Glazed Spiral Ham Day. And today is National That Sucks Day. It was created by an American web content producer who observed that the date is quite notable for several unfortunate events and occurrences. Two of the most notable associated with April 15th is this is the day the Titanic sank.
Did not realize that.
And also the day that President Abraham Lincoln died. So it's a sucky day.
I think wasn't he shot on the 14th and then died on the 15th?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yep.
That's some really good stuff. That's today is my birthday.
You know what? I forgot about that. It
Yeah,
is your birthday.
and all that being associated with my birthday.
It sucks.
I think it does National Suck Day. Honestly, be honest with you. Dang.
So how old are you today?
57.
Well, that's great, man. I wish I was 57 again. Have you
wish I
started
was
getting
37.
Have you started getting the AARP?
Oh my
stuff?
gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? When did you start taking your Social Security?
66 and a half.
Oh, okay, so you waited that long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 66 and a half.
You can start taking it at 63 or 62
something
now?
like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got a
I still got 5 years, man. That's terrible.
If it's still around.
Hey,
I
understand. I'm hoping.
We're talking with Billy Brewer, talking Major League Baseball. Dave Slonaker is here to do music for us in the 9 o'clock hour, so stick around for that. I want to get back at talking about baseball, and we talked about superstitions and things like that. When we haven't mentioned at all about batting. Now, I know a lot of pitchers wouldn't bat, right?
Correct.
Because they would have a designated hitter or whatever.
Right.
Like that. Did you enjoy batting? Did you get hits?
I enjoyed hitting. I was a decent hitter. Actually, in minor league baseball, I was a career 500 hitter.
Oh wow!
I was 8 for 16, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
One of them was a bunt, but it's okay. But then I got a hit, and when I played with Kurt Schilling, I never let him live this down. In spring training, I got a hit off Kurt Schilling when I was with Kansas City. It was kind of funny. But then my only true big league at bat against, I struck out.
Yeah.
So that was pretty bad.
Do you remember the pitcher?
Rich Rodriguez. Yeah.
What did he get you with?
A fastball that was over my head. But I wasn't going to go down looking. I was going to swing at it.
I was swinging away.
I did. I did foul one off, though. Almost took my third base coach out. So.
Yesterday, I asked Todd this, but can you remember back what was the craziest prank that was either played on you or you played on or you saw somebody else get? What was some of the craziest? He talked about getting the hot foot, and there was something else he mentioned, but do you remember one that stands out?
Probably the craziest thing that happened to me was the Philly Fanatic was the Phillies mascot. Yeah. And I was actually in the minor leagues. I was pitching for the Expos. We were at Philadelphia's AA Park, and he was there doing a show. And he stole my hat. He drove by on his four-wheeler, stole my hat.
No.
And he took it and rode it to the flagpole in center field behind the fence. And it was kind of set up because when he took my hat, he goes, "Come on, follow me." So I took off running after him, and he took my hat out to the flagpole, and he dropped it, and I ran and I picked my picked my hat up, and right when I picked my hat up, they started playing the national anthem. So I had to stand out by the flagpole in center field by myself. So that was the craziest thing that probably happened to me.
Oh my gosh.
It was good.
I asked this yesterday as well, and I want to hear what you say, but I said, what do you do as a team when you have a rain delay or something happens and you go back in? What y'all usually do in the locker room?
We either played hearts or spades. We played some ping pong.
Ping pong was his answer.
Yeah. We used to have a Nerf goal on the one of the columns in there. We'd play around the world.
Yeah.
We just kind of waste time, until the game either got called or we got back on the field.
Right.
But just kind of, whatever you can do to waste some time.
Did you have that one umpire that you dreaded to go out there? You just go, "Oh, so-and-so's here today. I hate that."
Yep, Tim Tashita. He was the worst umpire ever.
What was the guy recently that everybody talked about?
Gosh.
Was it Rodriguez or what was his name?
Dadgummit.
He was like forced retired, I think.
Right. I can't think of who that guy is, but
anyway, so tell us about the guy you mentioned.
Well, Tim Tashita was just an egomaniac. I mean, it was all about him. A good umpire is never noticed on any kind of sporting event. Umpire, referee, whatever, they're never noticed. They do their job, and they don't want all the attention. Well, he was just one of those ones that wanted all the attention.
Yeah.
The greatest one that ever probably umpired, I would think one of the greatest was Durwood Merrill.
Oh, I remember that name.
He was from Hooks, Texas.
Yeah.
And talking about some home cooking whenever you'd get up, he would call behind the plate or he'd give you that couple inches outside, you could really help with it. Durwood was a great guy, down to earth, just good old Texas boy.
Right. Hey, we're talking all about baseball today. In fact, all week long. Billy Brewer is my guest. We're going to take just a little short break, come back, a couple of more questions, and the bad joke of the day with Billy. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Dive into adventure with scuba.com, your ultimate destination for top-tier scuba and snorkeling gear. With over 20 years of experience, our expert staff, who've dived everywhere from the Galapagos to the Maldives, provides personalized advice to help you find the perfect gear for any underwater journey. Shop leading brands like GoPro, Aqualung, and Scuba Pro. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, trust scuba.com for the best in diving equipment and expert guidance. Explore now at scuba.com. That's SCUBA.com. Scuba.com. BizChair.com. Your one-stop shop for premium commercial furniture that blends quality with affordability. From ergonomic office chairs to durable restaurant seating, we cater to diverse industries including corporate, medical, hospitality, and education. With over 20 years of experience, we offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high-traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at bizchair.com to transform your business. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Born from a third-generation lighting family, we craft beautifully designed, premium lighting that's made to be affordable. Inspired by Grandma Mitzi's eclectic style, we're on a mission to make high-quality lighting accessible to all. Whether you're updating your space or adding a unique fixture, Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi. Founded in 1910, Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Made to the highest standards, our products won't let you down. We give you the confidence to get out there and explore. Inspired by the past, devoted to the present, and built to inspire a multi-generational future, Samsonite is here to elevate your journey. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. The grinder mentality that Randy and Brent Habert built into 44 Pro runs deep within our team. Every member shares a passion for the craft, the game, and most importantly, the player. When you step onto the field with a 44 Pro custom glove, you'll feel the difference. It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internex. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internex.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
Have you ever watched true crime television and wondered, how did they get that story?
I can show you. I was a producer for 48 Hours on CBS News.
In my exclusive tell-all book, I'll take you where no audience has ever gone before. Don't miss out. Secure your copy of Killer Story: The Truth Behind True Crime Television today. Available everywhere books are sold.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
We're just chit-chatting over here and talking about we're talking about the trip number 45 of the Zack and Jim Travel Club. We kind of sold it out last week. We ended up, I believe, 73 people are going to be going with us on a beautiful cruise over to Greece, the Greek islands, Croatia, Montenegro, end up in Venice, Italy. We're talking about that. But I do want to announce that in May of next year, so just over a year from now, trip number 46 of the Travel Club, and we'll have complete details coming in July of this year, July. We're going to do a 7-day, 6-night, all-inclusive trip to a beautiful resort in Turks and Caicos with most beautiful beaches and clear water you've ever seen in your life. But we'll give you, but mark it down for May of 2026 for that big time deal. I was talking about baseball here, and there was a couple of other things I was going to ask you. I talked about, putting a foreign substance in pitching. What, did you ever hit a batter on purpose?
Oh, multiple times.
I love Billy. He's so truthful.
Well, I mean, multiple times. And
why? Usually, what was the main reason you do that?
Well, protect your team, protect your teammates. Like if they would throw at one of your guys, you would throw at one of their guys. And it was just, that's old school baseball.
Sure.
Nowadays, you can't even pitch inside without them, fining you or something or giving you a warning or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's getting a little bit back to that style of baseball nowadays, which is kind of cool to watch. Some of these guys don't care about getting fined because they're making so much money, and they're going to take care of their teammates. But that was the main reason why.
Yeah.
That's probably why Todd never wanted to face me batting, because he probably thought I'd hit him on purpose. I'm just teasing.
I'm surprised you didn't say you couldn't get the ball that low.
No. Oh well, I've already knocked him on that one. About raising the mic up. So I'll let him go on that.
That's great. I love it. And did we leave anything out about baseball? Because I just love talking old stories and talking about that. You brought it up a while ago about major league players today make some, but back in your time or even before, and even today, not everybody gets that gazillion-dollar contract.
True.
Some of those guys, they're not making big bucks.
Well, and nowadays the minimum salary when you get to the big leagues, you're making $750,000.
Wow,
that's the minimum. The minimum when I played was $109,000.
Holy cow!
So that was my rookie year. That's what I made was $109. Now they're making $750. So the money has just gotten astronomical,
crazy.
And I'll even say it. I'll even say how crazy things are. I don't agree with the way money is being spent on professional athletes. I just don't see why. It's gotten out of hand and it can't go back now. But there's a lot of other professions when you talk about teachers and paramedics and first responders and
law enforcement,
100%.
Yep, I agree. 100%.
They just can't get the same respect, and their job is way more important than what a professional athlete is, and I stand by that.
I don't even
want to.
I'm scared to even bring up the subject of paying college kids and this whole portal thing. I don't even want to get into that.
I'd have to come back for another show.
I think that'll be a great deal. We'll talk about that later. All right, Billy's going to give us the bad joke of the day before we head over to the indoor music stage here at the backyard. Dave Slonaker is here. What do you got for us, Billy? And by the way, y'all got to laugh now.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot to choose from, but not much to choose from, if you know what I mean. I found a wooden shoe in my toilet today.
Yeah?
It was clogged.
Clogged. All right, Billy Brewer, Major League Baseball player, left-hander. Great job this morning, Billy. Appreciate you so much, buddy.
Hey, I love being here, and I've loved listening to you guys for so long. It's an honor to be on the show.
Well, thank you so much. Here he is. Give it a big round of applause from the studio audience. Well, anyway, Billy Brewer. Tomorrow, by the way, we continue with baseball, and Arthur Rhodes is going to be talking to us. And
Yes,
you
sir.
said you know Arthur.
Yes, have known Arthur a long time. Had a great career. He'll be enjoyable to listen to.
All right, tomorrow, Arthur. Right now, we're going to switch cameras. We're going to go over to Dave Slonaker. Dave, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well.
Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in and being on the show today.
I appreciate the invite. When I called you a few weeks ago, a friend of mine named Michelle, I want to give her props.
Yeah.
She's the one that let me know you were doing this and featuring local people, so here we are. So
yeah, it's funny.
Billy Brewer showed up, man. I came on the right day. Billy,
I've known Dave a long time. It's
we were talking, and I said, Dave Slonaker, and he goes, Dave Slonaker? I know Dave Slonaker. And I go, yeah, I do too. And here you are. We appreciate you.
It's good to be here, man.
What do you want to kick it off with?
Well, I grew up in South Florida in the 70s, and a great band at the time called the Eagles. They're still going.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen them several times, and twice with Vince Gill. I didn't know if you know
Vince
Gill is the Eagle now. So,
yeah.
But anyway, just to kind of get the throat cleared, I'm going to do Peaceful, Easy Feeling, if that's
all right. Love it. Dave Slonaker.
I like the way your sparkling earrings lay against your skin so round. I want to sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a billion stars all around. 'Cause I got a what a woman can do to your soul. Ah, but she can't take you anyway. Don't already know how to go. 'Cause I
I got a peaceful, easy feeling. And I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna have the band play a little bit, if that's okay with you guys. I get this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend. This voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tells me I may never see you again. 'Cause I get a peaceful, peaceful I know you won't let me down, because I'm already standing. I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing on the ground.
I love me some Eagles.
Yeah.
And several of my friends, I've been to the new Sphere in Vegas, but not to watch a concert, to watch a movie. But I had a lot of friends that went here a few months ago and saw the Eagles perform there and said it was just spectacular.
I saw them 2019 in Vegas.
Yeah.
But at the MGM.
Oh yeah.
Haven't been to the Sphere.
Yeah.
But, man, they've still got it. I saw Joe Walsh. He just owns the last hour of the show, and the guy's in his mid to late 70s. They're still good. They still got it.
I think the first time I ever saw the Eagles in concert, it had to have been around, I'm going to say 94, 95. They played down at the stadium in Austin. Hell Freezes Over maybe was the tour.
Okay, yeah.
Somewhere in the early mid-90s. And, man, that stadium was packed out, and just nothing better than the Eagles.
They're good. Quick story if I can share. I guess I see sometimes you do talk time. So we in 1977, I grew up in Miami, Florida. In 77, Jimmy Buffett put out the Changes in Latitudes album.
Oh, yeah.
And he's an icon in South Florida. Of course, he passed away a couple years ago.
Sure.
But I had a chance to see the Eagles and Jimmy Buffett at Miami Baseball Stadium in July of 77. You talk about a concert. Now, that was when Jimmy was at the height of what he was doing. And he was the opener. He did an hour and a half, man.
Wow.
They wouldn't let him go. Every time he tried to go, the crowd would just keep bringing him back. But that was the Hotel California tour.
Golly.
Now, in 2018, 40 years later, I took my sons to Miami to see Jimmy Buffett and the Eagles.
Wow.
So, I mean, they toured after When Glenn Fry died in 2016, they said, we're done. But then they started touring again.
Yeah.
And they did 50 shows.
Yeah.
And they were here in Dallas and Houston, but only 3 of them had Jimmy Buffett. So we flew to Miami because I had to relive that 40 years full circle thing. And they loved it.
I would guess the ticket prices were a little bit higher.
A little bit. A little bit. But that's a moment I'll cherish forever. I just went full circle with my kids. That was a great experience, and I'm sure they would tell you the same. Because they both my kids love music. So,
yeah, 2 greats. Have asked other entertainers that have been on the show if you could tour with anybody in the world, alive or dead, who would you want to go on tour with? And some said Jimmy Buffett, some said the Eagles. Just who would you pick?
I would imagine touring with Jimmy Buffett would be pretty wild.
It would be pretty wild.
But I honestly would say that if I had a chance to go on tour with anybody, it'd be Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. I don't know if you've ever seen a Springsteen concert. He's still got it. I've seen him about 9 times. The last time was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, about 2-3 years ago, and he's still doing it. But I would have to say that my oldest brother Cal, he brought home Bruce Springsteen's 2nd album and just played a song, and I said, "Who in the world is that?" This is back when nobody knew him.
Yeah.
And just got hooked. He does a great live show.
Yeah. Also said Jimmy Buffett, but also said if I could have been just standing backstage at the original Woodstock and being able to see and hear all the talent that was there and experience that would have been something.
Yeah.
Crazy. Hey, speaking of things in the past, today this happened in country music history. So we're going to go back in the past, 1968. Dolly Parton released her 2nd studio album. It was called Because I'm a Woman. In 68, Loretta Lynn released her, 12th solo studio album, which was called Fist City. I don't want to go to Fist City. 1977, Kenny Rogers was number 1 on the country charts with Lucille. You picked a fine time to leave me. 2008, Capitol released the self-titled debut album by Lady Antebellum. And, of course, they changed their name to Lady A later on. 2014, it was reported that digital music revenues matched physical sales for the first time ever. Wow. So digital album sales matched, and that was in 2014. I wonder what it is today. That would be interesting to know how far digital is ahead. Hey, we got Dave Slonaker, our musical guest today here at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. Big thanks to Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group, our major sponsor, and our friends over at Be Kind Coffee as well. We got a couple of brand new sponsors, Jack of All Trades Employment Services. And I'm going to tell you real quick about Jack of All Trades. If you're looking for a JOB, call JOAT. Helen Underwood and the crew will take care of you, whether it's full-time, part-time, or temporary, or maybe you own a business and you are looking for help. Reach out to my friends at Jack of All Trades. They're on Franklin Avenue, been in the same location for many, many years. They're open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5. On Friday, they're open 8 to 6. And every Saturday, 9 to 1 o'clock. Here's the number, 754-7997. You looking for a job? No excuse. Call today, 754-7997. Also, my new friends at Mike's Car Care. Are you looking for that friendly, honest car repair person? I see all the time on Facebook, TikTok, people that are getting scammed or charged too much. Well, my friends at Mike's Car Care are honest, the people you can trust. Auto repair service, brake job, oil change, whatever it might be, their customer, you come first with Mike's. Stop by, check them out. They're on Sanger Avenue here in Waco. Or call them up first, make an appointment, 732-1202. 732-1202. Mike's Car Care, Auto Repair and service. We'll take a short break. We'll come back with more music. Dave Slonaker right after this.
Are you ready to take control of your health? At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. We put every machine through 6,000 rigorous tests to guarantee long-lasting performance. With cutting-edge technology and a commitment to energy efficiency, Gevi makes your life easier, greener, and more convenient. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more. That's gevi.com.
With San, owning iconic furniture no longer requires paying a premium. We use the finest materials like Italian top-grain leather, known for its durability and luxurious feel, and apply meticulous attention to detail in every piece we create. Our replicas are crafted with the same care and precision as the originals, but at a price that makes them accessible. With over 15,000 satisfied customers worldwide, we've proven that high-quality furniture doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Explore our collection today at san.com.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. Using advanced tech fabrics that are 100% waterproof, UV tear, and abrasion resistant, we ensure lasting durability with hand-sewn double-stitch seams. Our commitment to quality, precision engineering, and customizable options is unmatched. With vertically integrated operations and express shipping, we deliver premier protection at affordable prices. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com. Elevate your experience with Grenco Science, the leaders in cutting-edge vaporizers. Whether you're at home or on the go, our sleek, powerful devices deliver smooth, consistent hits every time. Quality you can trust, innovation you can feel. Grenco Science, take your vapor game to the next level. Visit us at GrencoScience.com.
It all began with a simple idea, cutting handles off old ski sticks to create better pull-up bars. This sparked the creation of the revolutionary Engels 90 handles. After testing over 70 prototypes with 300 athletes, our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Back live on a Tuesday, a little bit cooler today than it was yesterday, but still a great day to get outside. Now, if you wear a toupee, you might want to put a little extra gunk on it to hold it down. It's still windy, going to be today and the rest of the week. Here we are Tuesday live at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. Dave Slonaker, we're chit-chatting about where he's from, where he lives, and he said Godley, Texas. And I said, oh my gosh, we had a musician the other day that is building a barn dominium in Godley. My son and daughter-in-law live in Godley, And a good friend of mine, Greg Sachs, record promoter, and his wife Tammy live in Godly. It is blowing up because I remember I grew up in Fort Worth, but then my first job in radio was in Cleburne in 1977. And Godly, there wasn't anything there. Today it's crazy.
Have you seen their new high school football facility?
No.
It's scary. When you get up there, I think you said you're going there this weekend for Easter. Ask them to take you by the football stadium in the high school.
Wow.
It's wild. I mean, they're a 4A school.
Yeah.
But the facility's outrageous.
Wow.
So, but it's a lot of people are moving out there. I guess they work in Fort Worth, but they don't want to live in Fort Worth.
Yep.
You know.
You're right. Well, like I said, my son and daughter-in-law work in Cleburne, and they lived in Cleburne forever and then moved out there, built a home. But, I'm headed over there this Sunday for Easter Sunday.
Cool.
But anyway, it's so funny you said Godly, Texas. Dave Slonaker, we got another song for us, right?
Yeah, I'm going to one of my favorites of all time is John Prine. And I'm going to do a John Prine song. It's called Speed of the Sound of Loneliness. I first heard the song by Nancy Griffith. I don't know if you...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love Nancy Griffith.
Yeah, she's one of the few Texas artists that I really wanted to see, but she didn't tour the last few years because she had bad health.
Yes.
And she passed away a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And John passed away, I think it was 5 years ago. But anyway, she did a song. I first heard the song Speed of the Sound of Loneliness. And it was written by John Prine, and he does it. And if I would encourage people, if you have a chance, to check on YouTube. There's John Prine and Nancy Griffith doing it together. It's pretty special if you get a chance to watch that. So, the song's called Speed of the Sound of Loneliness. Come home late and you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight and you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. So what in the world's come over? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. Well, I got a heart that burns with a fever. I got a worried and a jealous mind. How can a love last forever? Get left so far behind. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. It's a mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow. It's crossed the evil line today. How can you ask me about tomorrow?
You ain't got one word to say. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. Out there running just to be on the run. Out there running just to be on the run. Thank you.
Dave Slonaker,
Yeah.
great song. Hey, we got Brian over here from the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. So Friday night, Randy Rogers' band was here out on the back parking lot.
Yeah.
That was kind of a warm-up for this weekend, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It was a great night. Everything went well, thank God.
Weather was perfect.
Yeah, weather was perfect, absolutely. So we'll triple that crowd this weekend.
Yeah, give us a whole scoop on that.
Well, we can hold about, if we pushed it 4,000 in that back lot, we don't like to push that because it puts too much pressure on the servers and everything else.
The parking, everything.
So we're at about 3,200, 3,300 for this time. Our show completely sold out. And it's been sold out for a while. And should be pretty crazy. Balmer Anthony opens the show. But it's
you remembered that.
I looked, believe me, I looked right before I walked up here. And then Saturday night, on the other end of the coin, we have an AC/DC tribute, Back in Black. They're from Dallas.
God, those guys are great.
Man, they are phenomenal. I mean,
is it the same guys?
Same guys. And an interesting story, they have I think it's on Netflix and a few other streaming services. They have a documentary called My Stupid Tribute Band. It's done by the guitar player.
Right.
And it runs through the whole life of that band. And it's crazy. The singer got to audition for AC/DC, actually audition for AC/DC.
Yeah. I think I was going to get you to tell me that story. You told me that before.
Yeah.
Back how many years ago was it?
Probably 4 or 5 years ago when Brian Johnson couldn't perform anymore, so he gets the call to go audition. It's very secretive. He couldn't tell anyone. So he goes in. They just hang out. They drink tea. They eat crumpets. Then they jam for a while, and they're through with that. And they said, "What do you want to do now?" And they said, "Let's jam some more." So he's like, "I've got this gig," and then time goes by and he doesn't hear from them. And then the next thing you know, he sees a press conference with Axl Rose in the hotel that he had auditioned at, and he's like, "I don't think I'm going to get that gig."
Yeah.
So
he's
anyway,
great. What's his name? Do you recall?
the singer?
Yeah.
I cannot remember. The guitar player's name is Mike. I can't remember the singer's name, but it's incredible if you're an AC/DC fan. He can do both Bon Scott, the first singer, and Brian Johnson, impeccable. Both of them.
yeah.
And their voices are so different. One's real nasally, and then the other one's that raspy voice.
Yeah.
He nails both of them. They're so good, so good.
I haven't ever had a chance. I've actually been twice to see them, but have you had a chance to talk to him off stage? Does he talk like that?
Oh, no. But I tell you what he does do. He wears the tank tops, and he's in really good
Yeah.
shape. He's constantly doing push-ups, and he gets ready for the stage. He pumps up.
Kind
He's
of
got
like you and me.
Yes, absolutely.
We get ready.
Yeah, we push up to the bar right before the stage, and then John Epperson is opening for them. So John Epperson.
Oh, good. I like John.
Local rock and roll guy. So great country show Friday that you can't go to because it's sold out unless you find a ticket somewhere that someone can't go.
Yeah.
And then rock and roll Saturday for sure, and then Sunday is Easter, of course.
Sure it is.
So great weekend.
Are y'all going to be open Sunday?
We'll be
for
open
karaoke?
Sunday. Yeah, we'll be open Sunday. Easter karaoke is amazing. I would suppose it'd be our first one, but yeah, the kitchen will be closed Sunday, but we will have some food trucks and some offerings here as well.
We'll maybe get Diane to boil up some eggs.
Boil it.
But those are expensive. So.
Well, you can be singing from both ends if you're on the karaoke mic then, for sure.
Man, I like that. All right, that's all coming up this weekend at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Check it out online. Get your tickets for the AC/DC Tribute Band. what are they called? Back in
Black.
Back in Black. That's Saturday night. And keep our fingers crossed. Should be great weather.
Absolutely.
I love it. All right, Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. We got Dave Slonaker on stage this morning, and we're ready for another song, Dave.
Okay, so am I. Well, I was ill prepared. I thought we were maybe going to go to a commercial break, but I'm ready to go.
You know, I was going to send a commercial break out there, but I thought, no, we want to hear Dave sing.
Okay,
Brian, talk
appreciate
to you
that. All right, I'm going to do a little Towns Van Zandt, if that's all right with you guys. It's a song he put out called Poncho and Lefty, done by Willie and Merle. So. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, breath's as hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, your favorite one to see? She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dream. Pancho was a bandit boy. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world could feel. Pancho met his match, you know, the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. That's the way it goes. All the men around, they say, could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust of Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty's Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Ain't nobody knows. One more better around, they say, could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Poets tell how Pancho fell, left his living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, so the story ends are told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, save a few for the lefty too. He only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. All the veterans, they say, would have had him any day. They only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose. A few great veterans, they say, would have had him any day. They only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose.
job. Great song.
Yeah, I
what
like
a
that
good
song.
song that is.
Good song.
Love it. Hey, we're here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. It is Tuesday, and we're going to talk about sports coming up with Zach in just a minute from the Pete Sousa Show. But if you're a golfer, I got an opportunity for you. We are now taking team entries for the 32nd annual Zach and Jim All-American Heroes Golf Tournament. It benefits the Chris Kyle American Valor Foundation. We play at Cottonwood Creek Golf Course. The dates are May 16th and 17th. Now on the 16th in the evening, starting at 6 o'clock, out under the pavilion, we'll have live music, we'll have food, we'll have a bar, all that part of the big party on Friday night. So if you're a golfer, a spouse, a sponsor, whatever it might be, we have this big party for you on Friday the 16th. Then on 17th, we do a morning tee time at 7:30, or you can do the afternoon tee time at 1:30. And always a great tournament. We don't overfill the tournament. We have about 20 teams in the morning, 20 teams in the afternoon. And what's special about our tournament being a military theme, of course, all the flag sticks have an American flag on them. We fly a giant American flag over the clubhouse at Cottonwood. And every team, we will place a 5th player with your team. That is our hero. It's either an active military, retired military, or a first responder. So you can play with a colonel, a sergeant, a police department officer, police officer, but that's our hero that we put along, and we don't charge them a penny. All our money goes to the Chris Kyle, again, American Valor Foundation. So entry forms are available. A team of 4, just fill out the entry form and send it in to us. Now, here's the good part. Would you like to win a free team of 4? Get you 8 tickets to the party that Friday night and a team of 4 on Saturday. It's an $800 value. All you got to do is scan that QR code that's right there. All of a sudden, I can't talk. QR code that's on screen right now and enter to win. Or you can go to roguemedianetwork.com. Again, roguemedianetwork.com and sign up there. We're going to draw around May 6th, May 7th, I believe, is when we pick the winner, the winning team. So do that and have a good time at the Zach and Jim Golf Tournament. Always a huge event. Speaking of sports, Zach is standing by. I'm going to put the old headsets on so I can hear Zach. And Zach is talking sports. What's up, my friend?
I'm doing good this morning, sir. How are you on this lovely Tuesday?
I am great. Are you a golfer?
I mean, I play. I don't know if that makes me. That's the thing is I know how to play, and yes, I've been out and played. But what makes somebody a golfer? Do you have to like get a certain score, be certain good? I mean, I've been out there and I've suffered with everybody else. So I'd like to think that yes, I am a golfer.
I saw a statistic back several months ago that said, and I'm probably going to get this wrong, but it was almost made me think, now this can't be right, but something like 80 or 90% of all golfers can't break 100.
You know, I mean, that does seem like it's high.
Yeah.
But being out there on the course and playing with some people that I've played with, I mean, maybe that number, I mean, maybe there is some truth to that a little bit. I'm a part of that. Yeah. I mean, not since the high school golf team was I probably able to break 100. So it's been a while.
Now, I can break 100 with a couple of mulligans and a couple of do-overs. You know, we have a do-over
especially if we're playing best ball. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, our golf tournament's coming up May 16th, 17th. Big tournament. Would love for you to be part of that. What's going on in sports, man?
In sports, baseball is obviously going on right now. The Rangers are starting a new series tonight, looking to bounce back after getting swept from the Mariners over the weekend.
That was terrible.
It was bad, especially after, getting things right and, looking good against the Cubs and then just not being able to find a win all weekend long. Yeah. It's another division opponent tonight in the Angels. Some NBA news. The Mavericks don't play tonight, but they are in action trying to keep their season alive, playing for a potential playoff spot tomorrow night. But on the other side of the coin, in the WNBA, the Dallas Wings got their first overall pick last night and were able to draft Paige Buchers, who is now a Dallas Wing, and that's a big get for them there in the WNBA.
Right.
Also, we just keep counting down time as the NFL draft gets closer. News today says that Cam Ward, who will probably be the first quarterback taken in the draft, will be in attendance, but Shadur Sanders isn't going to attend the NFL draft after all. Bunch of news and stuff like that. So a little grab bag of everything coming up on the show today.
What is the date for the draft day?
Oh, and you would throw me off into that right now. I'm pretty sure it starts next weekend. It's the week after all. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the Thursday is when it starts. Yeah.
Okay.
Next
sounds
Thursday.
great. All right.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
have a great day, man, and enjoy the show today. We'll talk again tomorrow.
As I appreciate it as always, Zach. You have a good one.
Bye-bye. There he is, Zach, talking about the Pete Sousa Show. Comes up right after my show. It's all about talking sports over there. Dave Slonaker, my musical guest today. Dave, when is your birthday?
September 15th.
Oh, so we got coming up September 15th.
It's a while.
Dave is going to be 40 years old, right?
Yeah, then the alarm clock goes off and that dream ends. 40 plus 26 then.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we're close in age, you
Yeah,
and I.
yeah,
Here's some celebrity birthdays, people that were born on this date. Some of them are passed on, of course, like Leonardo da Vinci is definitely passed away. He was the guy that liked to paint houses. Wasn't he a house painter? He was born in 1452.
That was just a few years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's read about that.
Roy Clark, a great guitar player, singer, was born back in 1933. Elizabeth Montgomery, remember her from Bewitched?
Mm-hmm.
She was Samantha. She was born in 1933 as well. 1959, Emma Thompson, actress, was born. Chris Stapleton was born on this date in 1978, great musician. Seth Rogen, actor, was born back in 1982. 1990, Emma Watson, actress, was born. And Maisie Williams from the Game of Thrones was born on this date in 1997. We got some local birthdays today. Dave, I got to pass on to everybody.
Go ahead.
Happy birthday is going to go out to Debbie Bell. Debbie's turning 65 years old today. Justin Busby, 40 years old. Audrey Taylor, 15 years old. Happy birthday to Samantha Crawford, turning 34. And our guest this morning in the 8 o'clock hour, Billy Brewer, Major League Baseball player. He celebrates a birthday today as well. Today is tax day. Are you good on your taxes? Everything cool?
Yeah, we'll get it done.
It is tax day, folks.
Might
Make sure you get
file
your
for
taxes.
extension yet again. That seems to be my modus operandi, as they say.
Yeah. All right, my guest, Dave Slonaker, doing a great job this music. Some great music that I listen to and I've grown up on. What do you have for us this time, Dave?
Well, I'm going to do this is a song about I don't know 6-8 months ago. My youngest son, can I plug his band?
Sure, you can.
Okay, my youngest son is a drummer. Both of my kids are Baylor graduates, and but my youngest, he's a drummer in a band called Relic, RELIC. So they're on every streaming device that you can imagine,
right?
And they've done real well. But anyway, my kids and I, we talk music a lot, and they love music. And so about 8 months ago, my son, my youngest, the drummer, sent me a text. He said, Dad, what do you think about Bob Dylan? I mean, that was out of the blue. And I said, well, I don't care much for his song singing, but you can't deny that the guy has written some of the greatest tunes in our lifetime. So
yeah.
Anyway, Dylan was supposed to be washed up, and in 1997 he put out an album and won a Grammy for it.
Yeah, amazing.
And this song that I want to do is a Dylan song, but it's been covered by 450 artists. Adele did a great version of it. It's called To Make You Feel My Love. Adele's version is great. Garth did it.
Yeah.
And the way I do it is closer to what he does, because I can't sing like Adele.
Yeah.
Can't sing like Garth either. And by the way, Zach, I heard that Garth is putting on a little bit of weight, so he's going to change his stage name to Girth Brooks. How's that for the
Dave,
bet?
Always the comedian, my friend.
That was That was what? Your bad joke of the day?
That was a good bad joke of the day.
All right, here we go. It's the song To Make You Feel My Love. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. Evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's no one to dry your tears. I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet. I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue. I'd go crawling down the avenue. Oh, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. Storm raging on the rolling sea, down the highway of regret. Winds of change are blowing wild and free. Ah, but you ain't seen nothing like me yet. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. Oh, to the ends of the earth for you. Make you happy, make your dreams come true. To make you feel my love. To make you feel my love.
Great version. I love that. And you said how many people you think have recorded that?
450 have covered that song.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's like the other day, somebody we were talking about, I don't know if it was Mike or whoever brought it up, that how many albums that Willie Nelson's either been on or done.
Yeah.
It's crazy amount.
Yeah.
Man. Dave Slonaker doing a great job this morning here at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. Again, it's baseball week. You ever follow baseball, Dave?
I came to Texas to play baseball.
Did you really?
Yeah, I grew up in Miami. and came to Texas in 1977 and played a small school near San Antonio called Texas Lutheran College.
Yes.
Finished at Mary Hardin Baylor, the little one down the road in Belton.
Yeah.
Or as I call it, Mary Hardley Baylor. And so I played baseball there, and then I ended up being a baseball coach in the big town of Lorena, Texas. And I coached out there with Greg Blanchard, and I was a teacher out there for 10 years. So, yeah,
wow.
I still follow baseball very much so. It was so cool to see Billy, man. I've known
isn't
Billy
that
for
great?
years.
He's a character.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yesterday we had Todd Haney on, and Todd was a great guest. Tomorrow, Arthur Rhodes is going to be on to talk baseball. And then we've got more lined up for Thursday and Friday. When you played, what position?
I was a catcher. 5'7", 150-pound catcher back in Miami, Florida. We had a great pitching staff. It was fun times.
Fun times.
By the way, quickly on Arthur Rhodes, when I was a coach in Lorena, we played La Vega. And we were 2A then. La Vega was 3A.
Right.
And Arthur could bring it, man. He, especially night games, when you're throwing in like 92 for a high school kid, that's bringing it, man. It looked like an Ashburn coming in. It was tough to hit.
Billy said, I'm going to tell you this story, but don't tell Arthur I told you. But he said, you'd get up there and Arthur would throw these 95-mile, but they may be this high and then he'll throw 3 strikes in a row.
Yeah.
But he also said that one time he got really upset after a loss or something and completely turned over a machine, just picked it up and threw it over. He was just that intense on winning.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Tomorrow, Arthur's going to be on the show to talk more about baseball. We'll talk more about the Zack and Jim golf tournament. I mentioned earlier that Trip 46, we've announced that for May of next year, going to Turks and Caicos. We got lots of things to talk about tomorrow on the show. And great music. We got entertainer Jimmy Swag is going to be here to entertain us. Jimmy Swag, that's tomorrow in the 9 o'clock hour. I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors, Jack of All Trades, Mike's, Be Kind Coffee, Weikert Realtors, the Eastland Group. Thank you so very much for being a sponsor. If you'd like to be a sponsor of the show, just reach out to Rogue Media or reach out to me, and I'll get all your information from you. Hey, I miss you, Jim. My buddy Dave Slonaker is going to play us out. Thank you, buddy, so much for being here.
Appreciate
and sharing your
opportunity.
great music with us.
Quick shout out to my gal, Carol. She's been a big help to me, inspiration to me. Because, dude, I hadn't done anything for 38 years. And I picked this up and stood in front of people outside of church for the first time 2.5 years ago. And she's been very instrumental. You ought to hear her sing. If I ever get a chance to come back, I'll bring her because she can sing.
Absolutely, yeah.
And, on my Facebook page, it says, I sing the soundtrack of my lifetime. You've probably heard that. I just do songs that most people like to hear or have heard. I hadn't written a song in 38 years, but I just want to put a shout out to Carol. And we're doing some stuff with some special gals. They can harmonize, and so we're moving into Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Seven Bridges Road, and their names are Glenda and Sherry, and I want to put a shout out to them too.
Oh,
so
yeah, I'd love for you
maybe
to
we
bring
can come
them back.
So,
absolutely.
Man, I've enjoyed it, and thanks, Mike, for the sound information there. Okay, I'll give you guys the choice: jambalaya or wagon wheel.
Let's do wagon wheel.
Okay, here we go. Heading down south to the land of the pines, thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring over the road, pretty God, I see headlights. Ladies down the coast, 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey.
running from the cold. Off in New England, I was born to be his fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, a big banjo now. Oh, North Country winners keep getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. But I ain't a-going back, living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking to the south out of Roanoke, caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke. But he's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. And I gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
Keep the music playing.